everybody, my name is Mark and this is another video in my Profitable Investor video series, and in this video I am going to talk a little bit more about stock options and the leverage that they give you, and also how to calculate your profit when you buy stock options. So without further ado, let's get started. Here I have Apple stock, and you can see today is May the 10th, 2017. And its closing price is $153.37. So if you wanted to buy 100 shares of Apple, you would need $15,333.70. And let's say you did that. Let's say you bought 100 shares and then Apple decided to go up 10%. That would be about a $15 increase per share. So to make the math easy, let's just say it goes up $15. That would be a little less than 10%, but that would be pretty good. Okay, so the price of Apple would then go up to $168.37, and you would make a nice $1,500 profit on your $15,337 investment, and that would be pretty good. No complaints there, right? Now, watch what happens with stock options. Let's say instead of buying the stock, you decide to buy a call option. If you remember, a call option is a contract that gives you the right to buy 100 shares of Apple stock. And here, let's look at the stock options that are expire in a month, 37 days out. And let's say you buy this call option right here, this $150 call option. The bid is $480, the ask is $490. So let's go for the middle, we'll say $485. So click on the call option, click the buy button, and you're going to buy to open because you're opening a new contract and you're the option buyer. And then you put in your one contract, and then under the price we'll put in $485. And then you click review order, and you can see that it will cost you $485 to buy that call option. So let's close this out, go back to our option chain. And so here you go. Instead of having to come up with $15,300 whatever dollars, now you only come up with $485. And that $485 gives you this, hold on here, there we go, gives you this call option, which allows you to buy 100 shares of Apple stock in the next 37 days, right here, in the next 37 days, for $150 a share, right there. Okay, now, let's say you bought that call option, you spent the $485, and again, the price of Apple goes up $15 a share, and so now Apple stock here is worth $168 and some change per share. Okay, so to calculate how much money you will make with your call option, you take the price of Apple, $168 and whatever, and you subtract the $150. And the reason you do that is because if you had this call option, what you would do is you could use your call option to buy the 100 shares of Apple stock, and you would need $15,000 if you wanted to do it that way. But if you wanted to, you could do that, and then you could turn around and sell it for the $168 that it went up to, and you would make an instant $1,800 profit for a $485 investment. So you take the $1,800, subtract the $485, and you make about $1,300 bucks. So that would be a very good return on your money. Now, if you buy the 100 shares, okay, you spend $15,300 whatever dollars, it goes up $15, and you make about a 10% return. But here, if you would have bought the call option, you spent the $485 and you make the same $1,300 profit. Actually, here you'd make $1,500, but here you'd make $1,300, and that is an almost 200% return on your money. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is a perfect example on how options give you leverage and how you can make so much money buying and selling these stock options. So let's do another one, okay? And let's have a little fun here. Let's go to a stock screener. This is TD Ameritrade, and we'll screen for some stocks here. And let's go to create a screen, and we'll look for some good fundamentals, and we'll look for how about earning per share growth right there. And let's look in growth, let's say 50 to 100%. Let's look at the last 5 years, and we'll click on 50 to 100%. And there you go. There's 116 stocks out there that match that criteria. And let's see if we can find a stock that looks familiar. So going down here, looking, Paragon, I've heard of them. Apogee, I've heard of them. What else? Electronic Arts, EA, how about that? Let's look at Electronic Arts. They're the video game or the computer game company. So let's look at Electronic Arts. So let's click on EA, and there you go, $108 a share. As of today is May the 10th, 2017. That's their closing price. Okay, so let's look at the chart and see what they've been doing. And you can see they have been doing really wonderful. In the last 4 years, they've gone up from $20 to $100. That is that's a 5 times % return. If only I had a crystal ball to know these things, right? But anyways, so EA is looking pretty good. And let's say you buy 100 shares. It looks like the last trade is $108.18 per share. So you would need $10,818 to buy 100 shares. Okay. And then let's say the price of EA goes up $10 a share. That's almost a $10 increase. So you would make $1,000 on your $10,800 investment. Okay. And that would be an almost 10% return. Now, watch what happens when you buy these call options. Okay, again, we'll look at a call option 37 days out. And let's pick this one right here. Let's do this $105 call option. And it looks like the bid is $480. The ask is $505. So let's go to the middle, and let's just say $500. So let's click on that call option right there. You click the buy. Again, you are opening a contract and you're the option buyer. So buy to open, put in your one contract, and let's go $5. And so for a total investment of $500, you get to own a contract that gives you the right to buy 100 shares of Electronic Arts at $105 a share. Okay. So going back to that right there, that's the call option that we're buying. We're spending $500. Now, Electronic Arts, again, it goes up $10. That puts it at $118.16 per share. So let's say $118. You take that $118 and you subtract the $105. Again, because if Electronic Arts went up that much, you could use your call option and buy the stock at $105, in which you need to come up with the $10,500 to do that. And then you could turn around and sell it for the $118, and that would be an instant $1,300 profit. Okay. Now, if the call option here, so the call option would be worth $13. So you spend $500, and your $500 magically turns into $1,300. And instead of having to actually buy the stock or using the option, you could just sell your call option back to the open market for $1,300, and you would make a very nice $800 profit on a $500 investment. So again, there is another really good example on how to buy and sell call options and how call options give you leverage. Instead of making that $1,300 on a $10,000 investment, you're making $1,300 on a $500 investment. And so the profit and the money you can make on stock options, I mean, you can talk all day long about real estate and starting your own online business, but I just think stock options are a wonderful thing, and I've had some success with them. And you don't want to go crazy. I mean, you could buy this stock option out here for all of $20, right? But do you think that the price of Electronic Arts is going to go above $120? That would be what, a $12 increase? That'd be a 12% appreciation in the stock in the next 37 days, and that would be a pretty insane appreciation. But if you have a crystal ball and you think the calls and you think EA is going to go up that much, then spend the $20. And if it went up to $125, let's say it just went bananas crazy and it went up to $125, then this call option would be worth $5, and that would be a $4.80. What would that come to? 19 times your money? I mean, 19 times your money? Are you kidding me? But there's a reason why these stock options are cheap, because if EA does not go to $120 and it goes below, then you would just lose your investment. The call option wouldn't be worth anything. So there is a risk and there is a reward to everything that you do in life. But the risk with stock options and leverage is a wonderful thing. Leverage is the reason why the rich get richer, and it is something that we all have the opportunity to do with these stock options. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you feel inspired to become an investor. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video.